Chi people, it's that time again. It's time for our move of the month. For March, we're talking about an exercise called Bird Dog. It's amazing for strengthening the muscles in your back, your support system for your posture, as well as those deep abdominals, strength surrounding your spine, and really hydrating the fascia connective tissue that acts like an X shape across your torso to give you that much needed strength and support. We're going to start here on all fours. We'll break down the traditional bird dog exercise, and then I'll give you some fun variations as we go from there. We're going to start here, wrists right underneath those shoulders, knees right underneath those hips, looking for a neutral spine, and then always pulling your belly button up away from gravity in that neutral spine. Neck is long, my shoulders, they're reaching down away from my ears. I'm finding that space from tailbone to the crown of the head to again help me strengthen the muscles in my back body, my posture. From here, all I'm going to do is reach my right arm straight out alongside my right ear, trying to not shift the weight as much as possible. You're going to set that right hand right back down, and we'll transfer to the left side. Reach as long as you can, and then set that hand back down. So you're looking for stability in your torso, stability in the weight across both knees. As you transfer from arm to arm, be conscious of your core, keeping that grounded shoulder away from the ear as much as you can, relaxed in the neck as much as you can. Now from here, you want to breathe out as you reach long. That's going to help support you. And then try to set your hand down in the exact same place each time you take that inhale. I'm just going to do one more of these on each side, reaching that arm out and then setting it back down. Once you're even on both sides, both those palms are going to ground. Recollect your form and your core if you've lost it. And I'm going to do a similar reach with my legs. Now your legs are larger, they're heavier than your arms, so it's going to be more challenging to keep that weight as still and steady as possible, as little shift as possible. My right leg is going back first. Can I keep that right hip bone pointing straight down towards the mat underneath me? Can I prevent my weight from sinking over to that left side, keeping the weight as equal as possible on both sides? Breathe in to set that knee down, same breath as those arms, and then breathe out, lengthen the leg behind you. You want to think long as opposed to high, so it's not necessary to reach super high up the leg. Notice how that also kind of opens up your hip. Use your breath here. Start to flow from side to side. Be conscious that your knee lands right underneath the hip. It's going to try to come closer to your chest than your hip because that's actually going to make it easier to not transfer the weight from side to side. This should be challenging on your core, as almost as if you're balancing a teacup there on your tailbone and you don't want it to spill. Your pelvis is looking for stability. Reaching long in either direction, activating that core using your breath. And then next time you're even on both sides, just take a breath back in that quadruped, those all fours. Recollect your form, recollect your core. We're going to go into the full variation of bird dog here. In the full variation of bird dog, your opposite arm and leg are both going to reach at the same time. Start small. Exhale, reach the leg and arm long. Maybe they don't reach to full extension or full height. That's absolutely fine. Set them down with your breath in. Try to shift the weight as little as possible. Exhale, switch sides. Now you want to use the top of the foot on the supporting side to help you. Use your breath to help you. Take that connection to the mat. Embrace that connection with the mat and reach in opposite directions, keeping the neck as relaxed as you can. Now you're going to start to quiver across the core, across the center. As much as you can, use the breath to create stability and take that shake out of it. The more you pull your belly button in towards your neutral spine, the more you're going to feel supported with the grounded hand and leg. You're going to feel this in your shoulders. You're going to feel this in your hips, your quads, in your core especially. This is a total body exercise here. If you've only got a few minutes, this is a great one to do because you're strengthening everything. We're gonna do one more on each side like this. Using that breath to move. After that last one, all I'm gonna have you do is kiss the toes, open the knees, and send the hips back towards the heels. Nice big stretch, but also taking the weight out of those wrists. Dive your heart down for the mat below you. 2 big breaths here, relaxing those hips and the shoulders as much as you can. And then after that breath, weave your spine up and forward. Knees are gonna come back under the hips. Toes are gonna separate from here. From here, we're gonna work on some fun variations. So that same bird dog reach, opposite hand, opposite leg are gonna go long. You're gonna try to hold that opposite arm, opposite leg out long. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, can you bend your elbow and your knee so that they meet right underneath your belly button? Keep staring at something a little bit in front of you for balance, and then breathe in to reach nice and long. So we're keeping a neutral spine here to start. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach it long. It's okay if you lose your balance. Try to move slower or smaller so that you can find the form, and then start to make things larger. We're doing 3 more on this side. It's okay if they don't meet all the way underneath you. Next time you reach long, another breath in, and then set that hand and knee right back down. Take a breath, recollect your core, find those shoulders, find the strength in your spine. We're going to send the other leg and arm out long. Once you find that position, take a breath. On the exhale, can the knee and elbow meet underneath you? Try to make them kiss. It's okay if they don't. Inhale, reach nice and long. Exhale, elbow, knee, kiss underneath you. Inhale, they reach long. That supporting side shoulder is working a whole lot. Try to keep your shoulders and your hips square towards your mat. We're doing 3 more on this side. 2 more. And then after this last one, hold that leg and arm long, big breath in. Set them down with your breath out. Beautiful, just shake out the head a little bit, yes and no, take some tension out if it's built up. Then from here, we're gonna go into some lateral versions of the exercise. Let's reach our left arm out long first, so just the left arm alongside the left ear. From here, you're gonna swing your left arm back like a semicircle. It's gonna connect to your hip, and then you're gonna swing it forward. Can you keep your arm parallel to the ground? And can you keep your palm facing towards the ground as you take this semicircle? Both shoulders out of the ears. Breathing here to keep yourself square. Shoulder goes down, locks in the back pocket. Can you feel the muscles under your arms, your lats? Let's do 2 more. 1 more. And then set that left arm down. Same thing on the right side. Right arm goes long alongside the right ear. Semicircle back behind you. Connect that hand to your side. So you're zipping your arm all the way in next to your torso. And then you're circling it right on around. Circle it back, find the hip. Circle it forward, find the ear. Nice long arm. Parallel to the floor. Try not to shift your weight. I am a little bit here, correcting myself. We're going to do 2 more. Last one. Reach it long. Set that hand down. From here, left arm, right leg are both going to reach long. You're going back to that classic bird dog. Left arm takes that same semicircle. Your right foot is going to bend in towards your seat. Try to tap that toe with your left hand. Arm comes back by the ear as that knee unfolds, reach long. Kick the seat as you reach for that toe. They don't have to touch, just like that knee and elbow didn't have to touch before. We're opening up the chest a little bit here. You should feel that space in the pecs. Let's do 3. 2. And then one more here. We'll set those down, take a breath, prepare for the same thing on the opposite side. From here, it's right arm, left leg, reach. Find your core, find your center. Might take you a second to find that balance. We've already worked hard today. Arm and toe, tap. Reach the arm along, reach the leg long. Bend that knee as you tap. Reach long in both directions. I've got a little bit less support on this side for sure. Listen to your body if you've got to take a break. Feel that hamstring curl with that leg. We're doing 3. Last 2. Last one, find that strength. Reach, reach, reach. Set them down. Take a breath. Hips come towards those heels. Nod the head yes, shake the head no. Guess what? We get to roll over onto our back from here. One more variation. It's a supine version of that same bird dog exercise. So from here, I'm going to lie down in a neutral pelvis. I'm going to aim to keep a neutral pelvis as I send both legs up to tabletop. Once both legs are in tabletop, can both hands reach straight up towards the sky. Try to keep your neck long. Try to keep your core connected. You're turning on that internal core set. My right leg and my left arm are going to go long in opposite directions. I'll bring them right back in and then switch sides. So see how you're doing the same motion as that bird dog you did on all 4. Try to move slower with more control. Create the resistance for your obliques in both directions. Maintain that steady pelvis, that steady rib cage. Might be a lot easier in this direction, might be a lot harder in this direction. Find your support. It's less about balance. It's more about strengthening your center. Reaching in opposition, find the length. Breathe out as you reach long. Same breath as when we were on all 4s. One more in each direction. And then once you're even on both sides, hug both knees in towards the chest. Little rock, right, left. Taking out any tension we've created surrounding our spine. Taking out any tension we've created surrounding those hips. Start to rock back and forth. Nod your chin in towards your chest. Little spine massage from here, pressing those shins and hands together. And then once you're ready, you'll sit up nice and tall. Cross those legs and give yourself a hand. Happy March, our move of the month. Going to be working on that all month in our Peachy Pilates library. I can't wait to see you next time on the mat.